Hello rubies, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be reviewing some people on Reddit's unpopular opinions. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. 1. Tsuayu honestly should have debuted in itzy. As a once, I have no problem with Tsuayu being in Twice at all and I do love her a lot, but honestly, I feel as though she could have fit itzy better. When Twice debuted, Tsuayu was 16 years old, and underage, and her skills tbh weren't exactly the best. That's not to say that she is untalented, but she probably could have trained much more and fully refined some of her skills. In this scenario, I'm gonna replace Yuna with Tsuayu. Had she debuted in itzy in 2019, she would be close in age with the members of itzy and would even on par with their dancing, but probably not on the level of Ryujin and Yeji. In terms of the concepts, I can easily see her doing Dalla Dalla, Icy and MITM. Vocally speaking, it's hard to tell where she would fit in, but I would put her around Chaeryeong's level as a sub-vocalist. She would also be a massive stan attractor due to her visuals and her figure, just like Yuna, which would most likely increase itzy's overall popularity as a whole. The only reason she would be added to itzy is age, but apart from that, she fits Twice much more than she fits itzy. Itzy is dance focused and Tsuayu's dance skills aren't on Yuna's level. Also, Yuna matches the teen crush vibe of itzy more. I honestly can't picture her in itzy. She fits Twice. Twice wouldn't be Twice without her and itzy wouldn't be itzy without Yuna. So, I disagree. 2. Blackpink songs are only good because it's Blackpink singing it. If I heard let's say KTL by another group, I can guarantee I wouldn't like it at all, even if it had the same exact beat, same exact everything, because Blackpink has unique vocals that really save the songs. For example, Jisoo and Rosé voices in KTL cannot be replicated. There's a lot of groups who have songs I'd most likely still like even if they weren't singing it, because the song is just good and it doesn't really have anything to do with who is singing it. For example, I Can't Stop Me by Twice has been covered by Toll and I really like their cover, but most Blackpink covers are just underwhelming. If we are being honest, Blackpink's title tracks aren't the best, but they make it work with their voices. If any other group sang How You Like That or Boombayah, they would flop and be made fun of for such a song, but Blackpink vocals pull it off. It's a 50-50. Blackpink has their own color and style that can't be replicated. But at the same time, I think the same can be said for other groups and soloists. The original songs always beat covers since the group add their own style and flavor to it. All of this makes the song what it is. 3. Jeongyeon's outfits aren't that bad. You're just used to idols in more revealing clothes. I know this is unpopular because every comment I've seen about this has been a complaint about how bad her outfits are for alcohol free. But they aren't actually. The only thing people can point to that makes them bad is basically that they aren't revealing enough. We're so used to seeing female idols in clothes that are super tight or that show a lot of skin, that seeing somebody cover up more automatically gets called bad styling. In the live performances, she's wearing a similar style to everyone else. The only difference is that she isn't showing her stomach, or she has a skirt that's a few inches longer, or she has a short sleeve where someone else might have a tank top. For example, for the Music Core performance, her skirt was almost the same length and style as Momo's, but Momo was wearing a more revealing strappy top while Jeongyeon had sleeves and covered most of her stomach. On Music Bank, her dress had the same type of pattern as Sana's, but it was flowy and had a V-neck while Sana's was very tight and off the shoulder. Her clothes haven't been vastly different from the others. She's just not revealing as much or not wearing something as tightly fitted. Pop stans always complain about the sexualization/objectification of idols, but as soon as someone dresses more modestly they immediately bash it for being ugly or frumpy. We're so used to seeing female idols in super tight or revealing clothes that it's warped everyone's perception of any outfits that don't look like that. Do I think the stylists are doing a perfect job of knowing how to complement her new body? No. But I also don't think her outfits have been as bad as everyone is saying they are. I have to agree. But it's not about how revealing the clothes are, because Moonbyul also doesn't wear a lot of revealing clothes. It's just people hating on her for no reason. The outfits were her own choice because she wanted certain body parts more covered. That's what now makes her comfortable with her current body shape. Whatever outfit she wears, as long as she is comfortable, she looks pretty even if she doesn't reveal skin. Hope you feel better, Jiangyan. 4. Winter from aespa needs to improve on her facial expressions. First off, I would like to say that I am a huge aespa fan and am making this post out of love and something I'd like to see improved, as well as something I don't see being addressed enough. I've noticed recently in aespa's more recent performances that Winter will barely have any facial expressions while she is dancing, and it's not her turn to be front and center. Even then, when she's front and center singing, she still barely has any facial expressions to the point where she seems bored. Whereas the other members, for example Giselle or Ning Ning, have great facial expressions when they aren't performing in the front. They make subtle expressions when dancing to the side that catches your eye, and when they are in front their expressions are even better. I really hope Winter can pick up a thing or two from the girls, because part of performing is having good facial expressions and I don't want her to seem dull. I have to agree, and I am also a huge fan of aespa. I have seen a lot of live stages of Next Level and Black Mamba. Don't get me wrong, Winter is an amazing dancer. Her skills are outstanding when it comes to flow. But Winter lacks facial expressions at times. I feel like since they are a rookie group, she might not be used to the camera. I don't blame her if the camera makes her uncomfortable. But I hope over time Winter gets more comfortable with the camera and shows more facial expressions. 5. The hype that Halsey got with Boy With Love Nicki Minaj deserved in Idol. Like, come on, Nicki Minaj is an icon, the queen of rap, and Halsey got all the hype just for saying oh my throughout the whole song. Nicki Minaj delivered flow and rhyme, plus she got her own screen time. There's even a second MV to Boy With Love and Halsey does get a little more screen time, but she still didn't leave an impact on the song. Everyone was sleeping and still is sleeping on Idol featuring Nicki, and that's crazy. Even though Idol came out a year before Boy With Love, it's one of BTS' best collaborations. Don't get me wrong, Boy With Love is one of my favorite songs by them. I still listen to it and also still get hyped, but it was Nicki Minaj. And no one batted an eye or gave her any recognition. I am with you on this. Nicki's verse in Idol is still top tier. It adds something to the song and fits seamlessly sonically. Personally, I loved the MV insert too. I think the hype for Halsey partly comes from the interactions that came from filming the MV together and the interactions afterwards. I believe both Nicki and Halsey had an amazing collaboration. I think if Nicki performed with BTS, the hype around Idol featuring Nicki would have increased. Since nothing other than the MV happened between BTS and Nicki, it didn't get the attention it deserved. I still love Halsey for her kindness after the MV was released. Support Idol featuring Nicki and Boy With Love featuring Halsey. 6. Y'all have an unrealistic view of BTS and K-pop in general popularity, and it shows with the BTS meal. People are really over here pressed about the BTS meal not being what they expected because they wanted McDonald's to go all out with packaging and photo cards and all this other BS. But if McDonald's, who is primarily focused on America, didn't even do that for the artist big here, Travis Scott, J Balvin, why would they do it for some artist in Korea? Many people are also mad about it being chicken McNuggets, but Travis Scott's was literally a quarter pounder with bacon, and I think J Balvin's came with a McFlurry, so McDonald's didn't invent anything new for them. But when they actually make a new sauce and put the BTS logo on the bags for the BTS meal, y'all still complain. They're running a business first and foremost. Inserts FK your chicken strips Vine lol couldn't help it. Pop fans forget that most people don't jam to pop, and that's okay. I'm glad we all enjoy it, but y'all have no right to be mad at an American company for not wanting to waste loads of money on someone that has nothing to do with them or the GP. Be honest, how many people did you see lined up for the Travis Scott meal and screaming "You know why I'm here" compared to the people who came for BTS? I'm sorry, nearly no one is blasting dynamite right now. I have to disagree. First off, not a lot of people had such extreme expectations from the BTS meal as you are trying to imply. McDonald's made a special packaging for BTS and that was more than enough. I doubt a ton of people expected photo cards. The photocard thing was a running joke that gained even more traction after Jin jokingly said he'd call up McDonald's. Please, fact check before you throw a big bomb of lies at armies. 7. Lia's dancing doesn't look as bad as everyone says, and it's barely noticeable in group performances. Specified group performances, because in fancams I think her weaknesses do tend to stick out. I think critiques of her dance are valid, but I honestly don't notice it during stages. I think if you just look at an itzy performance as is with an open mind, Lyra holds her own with the other 4 members. Yeah, if you're watching a music show thinking how is Lyra doing compared to insert member here, what is she gonna mess up this time? You are going to find problems when I'm watching itzy perform. I'm not trying to think like a judge or teacher. I'm looking for something that's fun and looks good, and Lyra in no way hinders or takes away from the performance in my mind. I remember her getting a lot of criticism in wannabe era, but her bad dancing doesn't really show because she knows how to have fun on stage and give a good performance. The only time I've ever actively thought she isn't doing good here was that end of year performance last year, and it was rumored/reported she was really sick and possibly had to go to a hospital that day. I agree. Just the fact that she could keep up with all of itzy's rigorous and endless types of choreographies is already enough a reason to prove that she deserves to be in itzy. She rarely lacks energy or brought down the group's performance, and any people who obviously don't have the tendency to always point out her weakness can clearly see that she's trying, and it's very applaudable. They are still in the rookie phase and improving consistently every comeback. People really have to stop being so mean to Lyra and pick on her every time they make a comeback. Not to drag other groups in here, but Wendy also received these kinds of criticisms and hate during the early years of Red Velvet, and she managed to improve her dancing skills brilliantly throughout the years. Just stop being so mean to idols who clearly don't have any background or the natural talent in dancing, and always try to improve every comeback. This is kpop, and a kpop group is filled with members who excel in different areas. 8. I like Mafia in the Morning and Next Level. I don't know why, but it seems like everybody dislikes these 2 songs. I found both songs to sound quite nice. I have no problem with the talking rap of both the songs since I don't know much about rap. I found the rap and beat of those 2 songs really express the vocal quality of the singers in the chorus. The chorus of the song is what gets me really, not the rap. I can't listen to rap. My entire library contains literally 1 rap. I am quite late for the vocal era of kpop, so seeing the chorus doing such good vocal really get me into the song. Having said that, I do enjoy the rap, mix with the more pop backtrack. I agree. I love Mafia in the Morning and Next Level. Both of these songs get stuck inside my head. If I am honest, at first I was not a big fan, but after 2 or 3 listens it grew on me. The beats are very catchy. I honestly think these songs are bops. Well, this is it for this video. Tell me what your opinions are for these unpopular opinions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Bye.